The Air National Guard here is called the Boys from Syracuse, but the unit station at Hancock Field really uses more than just Syracuse airspace for training, as Laura Hand found out when she went along for what, a check ride?
A check ride, a training ride. John, we were in the air for about an hour from here to Watertown and Fort Drum, then over to Rome and Griffiss Air Base and back and forth a couple of times. That's pretty much normal for a training flight, but as you'll see, not all the business for these planes is done in the air.
There's no question that flying the F-16 is fun. General Mike Hall and the other pilots here will tell you there's nothing they'd rather do. But what you don't realize till you're in the cockpit is how much real brain work it takes to keep this plane going. What you're looking at now is a simulated weapons run. Keep in mind that the pilot is updating the computer information continuously, flying at close to 500 miles an hour and not exactly in level flight. That's a lot more than just keeping the plane in the air, which is what I managed to do for about a minute.
Now, if you pull a little harder right now, just give it a little bit of a tug, and you'll see we'll start to turn like we did when you had the G on.
To the left or to the right?
That's right now. Just pull on it pretty good.
Just pull?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
See, it's pretty responsive.
It's incredibly sensitive.
And that allows it to be incredibly maneuverable.
No matter what the plane does in the air, though, decisions on it and on the Air Guard's future are made on the ground.
In the 70s and 80s, it could be said that we played a very important federal role in this Cold War standoff in Europe. Even in a world where tension is less, the probability is there'll be a hurricane or a flood in the next couple of years. And when that happens, the National Guard will be there to help the state recover.
Okay, and pitch up 2 downwind.
So the training continues over Hancock and through the area north and east of Syracuse.
And it's splashing fuel at us. That tells us that we're at the fuel where we are at the fuel where we state where we want to think about landing.
It's a good bet we'll be seeing the Guard a lot more involved here in the Syracuse community over the next few years. As its mission changes, it's looking to attract different people, especially more women and minorities.
We need to change the composition of the unit to reflect the changes in society in order to remain competitive and to have the people here to call upon when we need them to do some public service.
So there are still lots of challenges, but it's easier to meet them knowing there have already been lots of successes in the air and back on the ground.
It's pretty nice to taxi out past all the F-16s. A lot of people worked really hard over the years to earn this conversion for the unit, and it's rewarding to have seen it come to pass.
Now, as a person who gets woozy on the tilt-a-whirl, I got to say once again, I admire your courage. Never scared, never got sick.
You know, it's not at all like a fast elevator ride. It's not at all like any amusement park rides, which a lot of people told me it would be. It's very powerful, very smooth. I never even got the flutters. It was wonderful. The person who edited this story, John, is a little bit upset with me. Sean Wason wanted you and everyone to see what I looked like when I came out of the cockpit.
Yeah.
Well, we'll show a little bit of that. It was a great time, and I certainly enjoyed it. And one other postscript, you know how Wayne Mahar likes T-shirts and is always showing them off. Well, I kind of have a fancy for pins, and the boys from Syracuse presented me with one of an F-16, which I've been wearing around the newsroom and other places, and I'm certainly proud of it.
It's very nice.
It was very special.
I'd take that over a T-shirt almost every time. Now Wayne will slug me. Good series, Laura. Thanks very much.
Thank you.